Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this one we're going to go over NBA for Wednesday, May 1st. Just two playoff games today, Miami, Boston, and Dallas, LA Clippers. And as you can see, the odds are on the screen, opening and current. We of course apply reduction. If you've been on this channel, we apply reduction to the opening. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the decode. Here we go. Alright, Miami and Boston first. Weird opening odds. Plus 759, positive 759 for the Heat, and negative 1353 for the Celtics, Boston. And currently it's plus 700, minus 1200. I would say this game would be a trap, but that might be the next one. I'll explain that in a moment. But Boston is favored by 14 points. Massive favorites in this one. That's another reason why this could be a trap game. Massive favorites, massive spread. And what's the total looking like? Okay, under 200, 199.5 currently. And yeah, without further ado, we're going to get started on this one. Let's bring this up. Boston opening money line at minus negative 1353. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 equals 12. And the game is on 12 date numerology. 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 equals 12. Boston opening money line at minus 1353. 13 plus 53 equals 66. Boston Celtics equals 66. Let me show you that in single reduction. Let me move this up. Boston equals 66 in single reduction. In other words, you reduce the S once instead of twice. If you reduce it twice, you will get 48. Because if you reduce S once, it sums to 9. 10 minus 1. 19. 1 plus 9 equals 10. S is the 19th letter. 1 plus 9 equals 10. And you reduce it again. 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. And that's why you get 9 plus 9 plus 9 equals 18. And that's why it's 18 less than the single. That's just what that means. Reduce the S once instead of twice. It's the only digit you have to reduce just once. And also Miami opening money line is 759, positive 759. This must be key because both opening odds sum to, if you reduce the values, they eventually break down to 66. Reduce to 66. 7 plus 59 equals 66. Boston head coach can stay on 14 career playoff wins on 14 date numerology. 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 14. Let me show you that. The Boston head coach. Joe Mazzulla. Currently at 14 and 10. He can stay on that 14 on 14 date numerology. 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4. Where's the money going for this one? This is average based off global sports books, several global sports books, and they average this together, and this is where I get the data from. 59% going to Miami on the spread. Spread is at Boston 14 points, favored by 14 points. Boston 41% of the bets. Percentage of money on the spread, 58 Miami percent, 42% Boston. Percentage of bets on the money line, and then as you can see the values are on top currently, plus 700, minus 1200 currently. That's why I say this could be a huge trap, but it's all about where the money is going. If people continue to bet heavily, 94% for Boston, it will more than likely stay the same because Vegas would lose a ton of money if they went the other route. However, Miami's getting 57% of the money because they want that payday and they're anticipating a trap. That's why I say this might not be a trap game. The next game might be one, and I'll explain that in a moment. Totals at 199.5. Overs are getting 91% of the bets and 86% of the money. So overs have been continuing to get heavily most of the bets. And I'll say this one might go over. It might go over. But also pay attention to the totals in your values. Pay attention to your totals and the cost, I should say. The cost. Right now it's currently even at minus 110, depending on your sports book. Odds are currently even. So in other words, if this goes up, let's say the over goes up to 115, it might go under at the minus 105. The minus 105s hit more so than the negative 115s. Just keep that on the totals, that is. So keep that in mind. Let's go to the Dallas LA Clippers game. Opening odds. I can put it on the screen. Negative 108, negative 112. That's just opening odds. Reduce those values. We'll show you that in a minute. Dallas is a favorite in this game, despite losing the previous game. And here we go with this one. The Clippers are currently plus 135. This is what I will say about this game before we get into the decode. This negative 160, minus 160 that is key. Because, well, if it stays this way. This is current. But if it stays this way, Mavericks is 1 plus 60, 61. Mavericks equals, if you look up Mavericks, that equals 61 in reverse reduction. This negative 160, if this drops below 150, at 150 or below it, then look to bet the Clippers. But I will say beware of the Clippers in this game. They're home underdogs, but they're getting a massive amount of the money. 98% of the money currently, literally, 98% of the money is going to the Clippers. Only 2% going to Dallas. Now, Dallas is getting most of the bets. Probably because of the way they played and the way they ended the last game. 65% going to Dallas, 35% going to the Clippers of the bets. Moneyline bets, 98% going to the Clippers. Beware of betting the Clippers in this game if this maintains. I think it'll decrease. I don't think it'll decrease that much because people are looking for a quick payday. Easy payday at this plus 135 for a home favorite that just won the previous game. So beware of the Clippers tonight. If this maintains, if this stays the same. As I explained here, if that goes down to 150 or minus or lower than minus 150, look to bet the Clippers. If this maintains the way it is, bet Dallas. On the road, after losing and not getting most of the money. Be careful with the Clippers pick in this one. But let's get to the decode. Well, let's continue where the money. Where is money going? Spread. Dallas is favored by 3 points. Totals at 207. Totals 90%, 88%. Once again, heavy overs. The playoffs have been pretty much been religious with the playoffs. People betting heavily with the overs because the totals have been so low. I would say look to bet the under in this game. Look to bet the under in this game with more than likely Dallas just pulling it out. Just pulling it out of victory. If this maintains at 98%. These sports books, the Vegas will be paying too much money out. 57% of the money on the spread, Dallas favored by 3. 43% going to the Mavericks. And 40% going to the Mavericks on the bets. 60% of the bets going to the Clippers. But yeah, that is critical. It's 98% going to the Clippers currently. Pay attention to where the money is going. That will be the ultimate outcome in this game, especially with the Clippers being an underdog. But the Clippers opening money line at minus 112. 1 plus 12 equals 13. LA equals 13. Dallas equals 13. And LA Clippers head coach, I think his name Tyronn Lue, can stay on 13 playoff wins. As I just said, the Mavericks may pull it out tonight. Can stay on 13 playoff wins. Yeah, this is him right here. Clippers head coach. You scroll down. As you can see right here, as a Clippers head coach, he is 13 and 15. He can stay on that 13 with the odds equaling 13. Game on 30 date numerology. 5 plus 1 plus 24 equals 30. Dallas equals 113. The 30th prime number. Let me show you that. The LA equals 13. Dallas equals 13. Dallas equals 113. The 30th prime number. Also, notice how think Kobe and his daughter, 41 and 13. He died at 41. She died at 13. Dallas, 41, 13. Always a connection between LA and Dallas. Even with the Cowboys. Cowboys play more California teams this year, this coming season. And the city of Dallas would like to be like the city of LA. But notice this 207 too with the Clippers. 207 ordinal, but that total could change. It's just total. 207 currently. But that's just the current total that could change. And where are we? Dallas. Opening money line at minus 108. 10 plus 8 equals 18. Mavericks equals 61, the 18th prime number. And Los Angeles Clippers equals 108. Mavericks, as I just showed you, 61. 61 is the 18th prime. And Los Angeles Clippers equals 108 in single reduction. Reduce the S's once instead of twice. If you reduce it twice, you'll get 81. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. And happy betting. Pray every day. I've been Scott. Join the Patreon too. Link is in the description. We got the Bucks picks right yesterday. They were an underdog and they were the final game. In this one, you might not want to bet the underdog, excuse me, in the final game. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys take care.